So we are going to do some back burnout today. So let's get started here. We are going to work on our warm-up first. So 1 minute on the clock. So just go ahead back and forth with those arms. Let's get that back warmed up. So this is a really quick one, you guys. Not going to take long at all. Again, we want to work on having some heavier weights here so that we're really challenging and really truly burning out our back today. Good. So reach out to the sides, kind of to the front side rather than the side. Stretching out that back, getting those arms warmed up. Good. Bend over here, so practice your hip hinge here, because this is something we're going to be doing this pretty much this whole time here. Coming down, down and up here. So just pretend like you have some weights. Squeeze in the back, slowly lower. So that's what you really want to focus on here. All right, so grab your weights. Probably something on the heavier side. I'm going to try my 17s here. So first things first, reverse hand grip. So my fingers are pointed out like this, okay? Wide, so you're going to hip hinge, nice deep base here, bend those knees, hip hinge, bring those elbows out, and slowly lower. Find that brace, that abdominal brace. Inhale as you're bringing your arms down, your hands down, exhale as you're lifting them up, nice and slow. Each of these moves are 40 seconds on with a 10-second break in between, so if you need to switch weights, you can. 2, 1, we're gonna drop one here. We're in a single arm back row. So set up your stance, a little bit wider here. Coming down, hip hinge, you can have your hand on your hip. Brace, slowly lower. Squeeze that back. So we're focusing on our back. We're not focused on our biceps, on our arms. Those are definitely getting some a bit of a workout today, but what we want to really think about is our back. So slowly lower, let your back fully extend here. Bring it back, squeeze in the back. We're going to simply switch sides this next one. In control. Finish it up if you need to. Shake it out. Other side. So we're going to have 3 rounds of 7 exercises. So if this isn't enough weight, you can always switch it around or drop the weight if needed. Here we go. Other side. How's your neck? Is it nice and neutral? You shouldn't be looking up. Your chin shouldn't be up. It shouldn't be way down. Nice neutral spine. Good, you got 13 seconds here. We're gonna grab 2 weights again. So I'm gonna have my other 15 here. We're doing narrow row. And stop. All right, grabbing my narrow. Ooh, this is gonna be heavy. Woo, let's just try her out. Okay, hip hinge, nice wide base. Hip hinge. So bringing those elbows straight back, squeeze, slowly lower. Check your breath. Again, breath is so important, you guys. You want to make sure that you're doing this right so that you're protecting your pelvic floor. Squeeze in the back. Fully extend down. Try to imagine your scapula in the back as it's coming together at the top and then spreading apart on the way down, okay? All right. Next up, grab a little bit lighter. I'm going to grab my 8s here. We're going to do a bent over back fly. Again, hip hinge, bringing those weights, open it up, and then bring it down. Slowly lower. This should be heavy enough where you can't just like fling your arms up. It's taking a lot here, okay? Bending those arms a little bit so they're not completely locked up and straight. Again, that hip hinge is so important. Keeping that core engaged is so important for protecting that lower back. If your back is starting to hurt a little bit, feel free to straighten up and relax it. All right, we're gonna go to the floor, you guys. So you're gonna want, I'm gonna keep my 8s handy. We're gonna go to Superman's here. First of all, so on your belly, face down, you're gonna lift up, lower it down, and then bring it back into a W. Lower it down. Now, if you are pregnant or you don't like to be on your stomach, you can simply just go into bird dog. If you have a lighter weight, you could even lift up using that lighter weight. Again, checking that core as well. Check that breath. Breathe out. Good. All right. Plank with a row. So probably I have 8s here. If you want to use 5s, if you need a modification, grab a chair. So actually I'm just going to have one weight here. Going into a plank, on or off your knees. Row, 2, 3, switch it other side. 1, 2, 3, switch it other side. So you can be on your knees for this. That is totally fine. That's a good modification. Try to keep those hip bones facing towards the mat. If you have 5 seconds, we're going to stand up and start again with that reverse grip. All right, there's your 10-second mark. You had heavier weights in the beginning. Can you do it again? All right. Reverse grip. Bend over and begin. Find that core. Bring those hip bones. Visualize them coming together. Nice little bend in those knees. Nice stable base. Neutral spine. Don't let gravity take over. You're in control of these weights. Slowly lower down. Muscles are building, guys. You've got this. All right, single arm, back row. So set up here, nice wide base. Hand on your hip. You could have it off to the side as well. And row. Again, making sure those hips are forward. They're not off to the sides. Okay, nice neutral spine. Squeeze in the back. Visualize that scapula. It's opening up here on the way down. All the way open. Squeeze, it's closed shut. Slowly lower, fight that gravity. Should not be easy, especially if you have a heavier weight here. Good, 2, 1. Straighten up, switch sides. Good. All right, set up. Here we go. You could feel your core here too. Put your hand on your stomach. Feel your abs engage. Feel that brace. Elbow coming straight back. Single arm back row. 10 seconds here. So making sure you're not like letting your shoulder drop. You're keeping those shoulders forward as you're doing this. All right. This might be a little heavy. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna switch it out. Just be honest, right? All right, here we go. Bend over, coming down, narrow row here. Find your breath. Guys are looking great. Come on, keep going. Definitely should be feeling some fatigue by now. Again, if that lower back is hurting, feel free to loosen it up a little bit. Coming back down, reset. If you need to, you might need to modify by giving yourself a little bit less weight. That's okay. Really focus on bringing that core together. Finish that up. All right. You got the back, bend over, back fly. Grabbing my 8s here. Here we go. Nice bend in those knees. Back fly, slowly lower down. Think about the scapula in the back. Looking awesome. Keep it going, ladies. How's that breath? How's that control? This is a short and sweet workout. Make everything count. Finish it up. Woo! All right, back down to the floor. Have those weights handy. All right. Supermans or bird dogs. Going up. So you're exhaling as you lift. I'm lifting my feet. If you want, you could keep your feet on the floor. You're definitely feeling this in your lower back here. And we're getting the upper. This would be a really good one if you had an anchor to kind of pull back on as well. With some resistance bands, that would be awesome. All right, get your plank ready here. If you need your chair, have your chair ready. On or off your knees. Remember, 3 rows. Here we go. Nice wide stance with that plank. Switch it. Keep those hips down, especially if you are off your knees. Keep it going, elbows going straight back, not off to the side. Woo! All right, last round, you guys, starting from the top here. We are gonna have that reverse grip. Here we go. Bend over, reverse grip. How's that fatigue? Check yourself, check your form. Adjust your weights as you need to. Find your pace. Full extension down and bringing it up. In control. You got less than 10 seconds. That was single arm back row. Woo! All right. Get those feet set up. Wiggle out your back a little bit if you need to. It's not easy. Here we go. Are those hips forward? They're not out to the sides. How's that core? Is that back nice and straight? Feeling strong? Check in with yourself. Don't be afraid to touch yourself, right? We're always telling you to touch your booty or your abs or whatever. It's a great way of building self-awareness and where you're at. Good. Keep going. Woo! Other side. Reset. Bend over. Lengthen out those glutes. Here we go. Elbow back. Squeeze in the back. Slow lower, in control. 10 seconds here. We got that narrow arm back row next. Woo! All right. Find that base. Toes are spread. Bend those knees and bring it back. Elbows coming straight back. Squeeze at the top, slowly lower down. There's a lot to think about. You can do this. You're getting there. We are almost done, you guys. We have 3 more exercises after this. 3, 2, 1. Finish it up. All right, bent over. Back fly. You've got this. Come on. Find that base. Bend over here. Last one, bending over. How's it going? You've got this. You have less than 10 seconds here. Come on. Going to the floor. Woo! I'm fatiguing. I can feel it. All right. Having that weight set ready for the planks. Get on your belly. Here we go. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out as you lift. I know you're tired. I know your back is getting it. You can do this, so we are almost done. All right, last but not least, let's do this. 3 rows in that plank. Again, use the chair. You could also, as an alternative, you could be on your hands and knees here. Find that core coming up into a row. You could stay in tabletop as well as an option, especially if you're pregnant or freshly postpartum. This would be a great option for you to do to protect that back and that core. Focusing on making sure you have that core control. You do you. What do you need here right now? What do you need a challenge with? All right, that is it. Woo! Go to a child's pose here. Reach out way far. Just a little bit of a cool down here, stretching out that back. Good, let's reach to the side, standing in child's pose. Reach to the side, you should feel a nice stretch on the outer part of your side, your back. As you're doing this, really try to breathe in, get your ribs to expand into that side. Okay, try to get that rib cage to really, as you inhale in, expand to the side. Let's switch to the other side. Especially us women, after we have babies, our ribs tend to get stuck. And this is a really good one for just kind of loosening things up and making it so that you have full rib expansion. Helps heal diastasis, helps your core, all that. Everything's connected. Good. Come on up into a good. Expand those ribs, expand that, or let that belly really stretch. Good. All right, cat-cow a couple times, and we are all set. Feel free to do anything else, any kind of stretching that feels good for your back. And don't forget, you did your back, make sure you're doing some core to kind of balance those two things out, and the chest. All right, have a great day, you guys. It was great seeing you. See ya.